Hey, what's going on, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. So I just saw something that was so ridiculous, so very ridiculous, that I felt like I needed to turn on the camera and just react to it. There was a lady who went to a concert. I'm not sure the artist. It's Asian Doll, or I'm not certain of the artist. I very much apologize. But it was a concert where a female artist is doing her thing on the stage, and all of a sudden one of the fans tried to snatch her chain, and of course the chain did not come off of her neck, fortunately enough for the situation, and they got the girl up out of there. The girl goes to her car or whatever later on and explains what she was thinking when she was trying to snatch the chain from the artist. Admits to attempted robbery on national camera for everyone to see. Explains that she had bought her chain, it was much smaller, and she had really spent some money on hers. She see this lady's chain, the artist's chain, in her face blinging like this, and she had to have it. And she's admitting this to us as if it's not illegal, as if she's not going to have to face some charges for this. The level of lost this person is speaks to how good the manipulation tactics of these entities that have been instilling this nonsense in our communities for a long time. Now, mind you, I'm not a solution to this. I'm a playlist curator. I love the music. But it's getting to a point where now I'm starting to realize that it's getting worse. The clout chasing, the willingness to throw one's life away for 5 minutes of attention, the inability to see the long-term effects of things that you do, or even consider the long-term effects of things that people do. The willingness to sit down in cells for long periods of time for fleeting moments of attention. It's getting to a point where it's very clear to me that mental illness is a thing, but also the hurting of ignorance and the purposeful seed planting of ignorance is in the minds of a lot of people who are not being given any opposite view to that bullshit. This woman is lost in a very, very serious way. She's going to do a lot of time probably for what she's done here. It's going to cost her money that she does not have, and her family money that she does not have, and she did it purposefully, so we will remember her for this. She did it all. She walked into that space of trouble so that she could get 5 minutes of acknowledgement from people that she does not know exist. Where does it end? Where does it end? And I look around and I'm saying, we are not holding the people accountable who invest in these seeds that are planted in the minds of our citizens. We do not hold them accountable. They have investors that invest in artists that plant these seeds that tell you, shoot that dude, do this thing, snatch that chain. This is what matters. This is what doesn't matter. And people follow that because they're not smart, and they're not being raised by smart people, or they're not well, and they're not being raised by well people, or they're not being raised at all. And it's affecting how people are moving outside. It's affecting how people are handling one another. And it's like, this leads to people being in prison, which leads to people being paid because they invest in the prison system. Everything, to me, seems like they are herding poor people into the prison system. Now, that's maybe obvious to all of you guys. I've been thinking this my whole life. But it must be said. That's all this does. It herds people into the prison system. You are walking into the prison system. She might as well have walked into the police station and said, I did this, lock me up. It's exact equivalent. And so at this point, understanding how lost people are makes you just want to walk around and just be all defensive at all times. It makes you feel like there ain't no hope out in the world. And I think that's what those investors want us to think. They want us to be afraid all the time. They want us to be stupid all the time. They want us to be willing to throw our lives away. And they want those of us who aren't willing to throw our lives away to be afraid of those who are willing to throw their lives away when they're being told to throw their freaking lives away. And that, my friends, is what I see. That's what I see. That's all I want to say. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching.